The Night of the Zodiac Netflix remake is not only the latest addition to the Seiya franchise, but also the first one dubbed entirely in English from the start. And so it's exposing the Seiya franchise to an entirely new audience, which may not be very familiar with the original series or not familiar at all. Now, the first season of the remake ends with a cliffhanger, and I'm now going to explain what it means, what's going to happen, and what's next. Two warnings to begin with. First of all, this is spoilers, so spoiler alert, guys. Stop here if you don't want to be spoiled about what's likely becoming next. And warning number two, I use the word likely because what I'm about to say, it's based on the original series. It's very likely this will happen again here in the remake because we're about to enter the most famous and popular arc of the franchise, so it's unlikely that Netflix will change it too much. But just in case, it's possible that things will play out in a slightly different way from what I'm about to say. So, in episode 12 of season 1, which is also episode 6 of the first half of season 1, because Netflix aired the two halves of the season separately, the episode 12 ends with Sienna being shot in the chest with a golden arrow. And the attacker, we could say the sniper, is actually a silver knight, Sagitta Ptolemy. Now, his name has been changed a few times. He's also been called Sagitta Trami or Betelgeuse, but he is the Sagitta Silver Knight, Silver Saint. And Sagitta means arrow in Latin. And that's because, surprise, surprise, his main attacks are arrows. So he shot Sienna in the chest, and this golden arrow pierced her body very close to her heart. The arrow is about to kill her, and she will surely die within 12 hours, unless someone takes it out. And the only person who can take the arrow out is the Grand Master or Grand Pope. Now, the Grand Master is the man who summoned Scorpio Miro and Rio Aioria in episode 10. He's also been called Grand Pope in the original Japanese and in the original series, but usually the English translations prefer to call him Grand Master to avoid any misunderstanding with the Roman Catholic Pope in Rome. And now things can play out in two slightly different ways. In the original series from 1986 to 1990, Sienna was completely incapacitated by the arrow. She's about to die, and the knights have 12 hours to save her whilst she lies senseless on the ground. However, in the Legend of Sanctuary movie, which is a CGI movie that's come out a few years ago, she's still been shot by the arrow, but she was able to move and run after the saints. So we don't know yet whether here in the Netflix series she will be completely senseless or she will be able to help out a little bit. But regardless, as I said, there is only one way to save her, and that's to get the Grand Master to take out the arrow. Or actually, there is also another way, but the characters don't know it yet, and I won't be spoiling it for now. So what this means is that the 4, or rather 5, because Phoenix Nero or Phoenix Iki is not far away, the 5 Bronze Knights have to reach the Grand Master within 12 hours. And to reach the Grand Master, they have to cross the 12 Zodiac Palaces of the Sanctuary. Now, if you look closely at the end of the first season of the Netflix series, the arrow was shot through a portal. This doesn't happen in the original, but it's very likely that this portal will take the knights to the Sanctuary. and the sanctuary is the headquarters of all the knights. This is where Athena's shrine is, and that would be the center of her kingdom. And to reach the Grandmaster's rooms, the knights have to cross the 12 Zodiac passes, each protected by gold knight. And so it begins the most popular and famous arc of the Seiya series, which features the 5 bronze knights trying desperately to cross the 12 Zodiac passes and reach the Grandmaster before the end of the 12 hours. One more thing is that here in the Netflix series, this is all happening at the end of the Black Saint arc, after the knights have defeated Vandergurad. Now, the Vandergurad doesn't exist in the original, and the Black Saints arc is very different, and it takes place pretty much at the beginning of the series. So that's a big change from the original canon. But I have a feeling the 12th Zodiac passes will play out in at least a similar way to the original classic. And actually, if you look closely in the opening, you can already see the 12 Golden Knights and the Grandmaster behind them. So it's sort of teasing their entrance in the series. And this is it really. I'm not going to go into details about what happens at the 12 Zodiac passes just yet. I may do a video about it later on, but I think it's better to leave a little bit of a surprise. But yes, in short, this is what happens at the end of the Netflix series, and who's the knight who shot Athena with the golden arrow. And actually, one final spoiler, Seiya is going to kick his ass straight away as soon as he sees him. And that's it. Now for the usual stuff, as usual, subscribe to the channel, join if you like this video, comment, spread the words, talk about Seiya and about the Dragon's Waterfall with your friends, so that they may enjoy this wonderful world as well. That's it. Bye bye.